flavor, you just can't go wrong with this drink. Ooh. Cinnamon in your matcha is the only way to do it. Yum, oh my gosh, that's so good. Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole. I hope you had an amazing week. Like the title says, today I'm showing you how to make 5 easy, iced, Starbucks-inspired drinks for spring. That's a tongue twister. Basically, one of the highest requested videos I get on this channel is how to make different Starbucks drinks. And while I've done tons of tutorials on how to make hot drinks, iced drinks, frappuccinos, check them out, I've got playlists here. I've never done one that is inspired by spring. So some of the drinks that I'm making today, you won't find on the Starbucks menu, but they're inspired by some of the things they do have with my own little unique twist on them. We've got some coffee recipes, I've got some tea/refresher recipes, and then a couple special ones that are my favorites for spring. I can't wait to show you how to make them, so if you're excited, before we get started, please give this video a big thumbs up, and if you're not already, hit that subscribe button because I want you to be part of the family. I want to get to know you. Drop a comment below, introduce yourself, tell me a little bit about what you like to do, where you're from, but as you can see, we've got lots of fun drinks we're making today, so let's get to it. The first drink we're gonna learn how to make is a salted caramel cold brew. This drink is so delicious and it's so easy to make. We're going to start with some salted caramel syrup. I got this from Tarani. You can find it on Amazon. They also have a ton of these at World Market. You can kind of guess, it's about 1 to 2 tablespoons depending on how sweet you like it. I just pour it into the bottom of my mug. Next is the fun part. We're gonna drizzle our glass with a little bit of caramel. This is always my favorite part. It makes me feel like I work at Starbucks. And it's actually quite challenging. There's an art to this. Beautiful. Okay, next we need some ice cubes. And then take any kind of cold brew. I'm using unsweetened since we added our own syrups. And we're gonna fill it up about 3/4 of the way, about right there. And then finally our creamer. I'm using the Nut Pods caramel creamer because it's a salted caramel cold brew, but you could use a plain creamer, a vanilla creamer. You could also just do almond milk if you didn't want any extra flavors, but I love the Nut Pods because they're dairy-free and it's such a good substitute for milk. I'm just gonna fill this the rest of the way up with our caramel creamer. So beautiful, holy cow. Now the most satisfying part. Yes. Okay, let's give it a try. The flavor, you just can't go wrong with this drink. Caramel was meant to be put with coffee. If you want to get fancy and jazz this up a little bit, you could even froth your creamer and then do like a cold foam situation on the top. You could drizzle some more caramel on the top. Really, I feel like you can never have enough caramel. Okay, next we're gonna do the iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. This is such a yummy drink on the Starbucks menu and it's so easy to make. You're gonna need an extra jar from the jar that you're putting your coffee in because this is where we're gonna shake our espresso. So you're gonna add about 1 teaspoon of brown sugar into your jar and then just the tiniest splash of vanilla for the flavor, a little dash of cinnamon. Now we're gonna go pull 2 shots of espresso and we're gonna put it right into this jar. Okay, I completely forgot that I said that you can pour the espresso straight into this jar. I filled it up in my little espresso shot glasses, which is totally fine. We're just gonna add them to our jar now, but you can just pull them straight into the jar when you do this. It's one less step and you've got less dishes to do. That is okay. We'll get our espresso shots in here. Now we're gonna throw the lid on this, and it's called a shaken espresso, so we gotta shake it up. Make sure all that brown sugar gets dissolved. Amazing. Now we're gonna fill our jar up with some ice. Pour our brown sugar espresso mix right on top of that. And last but not least, top it off with some oat milk. Yummy. Okay, let's see how it turned out. Ooh, it's so smooth and I love the little hint of cinnamon that this has in it. Next, we're gonna do a little twist on the pink drink. Now, I have searched high and low for a good pink drink recipe, and I have yet to find one that is both simple and accessible. And by that, I mean all of the ones that I found that supposedly taste just like the pink drink at Starbucks use ingredients and teas and like powders that aren't really super easy to find at the store. And so I don't wanna show you how to make one of those because if you can't go to the store and buy it and make it easy, I don't really feel like it's worth it. And so this is the closest thing I've been able to find to something that's super easy to make and it tastes similar, not the same, but super similar. And it's such a fun, fruity, really like refreshing summertime springy drink. So what you're gonna do first is make any kind of berry or hibiscus tea. I'm using this detox hibiscus tea from 310 just because it's what I had in my pantry, but any kind of berry, raspberry, strawberry, mixed berry, hibiscus type pink tea will be just fine. And you wanna make this a little bit in advance because you want it to cool off because this is an iced drink. Once you have your tea brewed, you're gonna fill your mug with some ice and carefully pour your tea in about halfway. Whoa, making a mess. Now, if you like it a little sweeter, you can add about a teaspoon of Splenda or any natural sweetener. And then we're gonna top off the rest with a little bit of coconut milk. Oh, wow, that is so pretty. Can you see that? Okay, it's definitely more purple than it is pink. Something always happens when you make like a pink tea and then you add coconut milk, it turns purple. I'll have to do some studying on the chemical reactions to see why that happens, but let's try it out. But it tastes so good. Yummy. The next drink we're going to make is an iced cinnamon honey matcha latte. I recently jumped on the matcha train. Let me know down in the comments below who else is a matcha fan. I feel like matcha is a very acquired taste, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me a little bit to acquire this taste. But now I love it, and I've had so much fun going around Nashville trying to find the best matcha in town and learn how to make it. So this is my favorite recipe. All you're gonna do is take 1.5 teaspoons of matcha powder and put 2 tablespoons of boiling water. Now you're gonna mix this up really good. I'm using a milk frother to make sure all the powder is dissolved. And then in your mug, you're gonna sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon. This is my trick. Cinnamon and matcha makes it taste so stinking good. Then I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of honey in the bottom, pour my matcha on top of that, and then add ice. Now, all you have to do from here is add your favorite milk. You can do regular milk, almond milk, oat milk. I think it tastes best with almond or oat milk, but you can do whatever kind of milk you want. And then give it a little stir. It's so satisfying and so tasty. Cinnamon in your matcha is the only way to do it. The last drink we are going to make today is watermelon lemonade. I am so excited for the summer if you couldn't already tell. And with spring quickly approaching, I thought watermelon lemonade would be such a fun, refreshing drink, and I can't wait to show you how to make it. It's actually really simple. There's not too many ingredients. I just have a small watermelon here, 4 lemons, and a little bit of mint. Basically, all we have to do is juice this watermelon and the lemons and combine everything together. You're not adding any extra sugar, anything else. It's so simple. It's literally the juice of these 2 things. So you can totally cut your watermelon open, scoop out the flesh, throw it in a blender, blend everything up, and then push it through a strainer to get all the pulp out. But I've got a juicer right here, and I just thought that this would probably be an easier way to show you because my juicer is going to extract the juice and pull all the pulp out. But if you don't have a juicer, don't worry, you can still make this recipe using a blender by doing the exact same thing and just pushing it through a strainer. The color of this is so fun. Let's give it a taste. Y'all, this is so refreshing. It's crazy to me that this tastes the way it does with literally no added sugars. It's lemons, watermelon, and then the few pieces of mint. Yum. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did learning how to make these 5 Starbucks-inspired spring iced drinks. Let me know down in the comments below which one was your favorite and which one you're excited to try. Also, leave a suggestion for any other videos or recipes that you want to see on this channel. I hope this video made you smile. If it did, please give it a big thumbs up, and you know the drill. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button to join the best family ever. I'm so thankful for you. I hope you have an amazing weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye.